Journalism in the Anglo-Saxon world is extremely rich in the traditions of double speaking. This is when, through the use of special euphemisms, something dirty and disgraceful is made to seem respectable, and the actions of certain scoundrels are given the desired spin. For example, instead of saying civilian casualties in the UK and the US, it is customary to say collateral damage. Seasoned Chechen terrorists who took pregnant women hostage and killed children are referred to as rebels in Anglo-Saxon media. Well, you've seen Star Wars, haven't you? There you have rebels, and they are, of course, the good guys. It's the same thing here. After all, you wouldn't call terrorists who are useful to you murderers and cannibals, would you? It's all the other way around. These are wonderful people, driven by lofty ideals. The pinnacle of high-quality Anglo-Saxon journalism is calling torture at Guantanamo Bay, prohibited by international law and the U.S. Constitution, advanced interrogation techniques. American propagandists reached particular heights in the technology of doublespeak during the highly unpopular Vietnam War.
We have a new directive regarding search and destroy. Now, instead of search and destroy, we should write locate and pacify.
But that was a long time ago, and progress in the field of propaganda hasn't stood still. And just the other day, it was reported that BBC journalists received an order from management. Under no circumstances should they refer to the abduction of Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro by American friends and partners as an abduction in their materials. This was reported on social media by Owen Jones, a columnist for the British publication The Guardian. The BBC management advises its journalists to use their imagination and find synonyms for the word abducted, naturally making use of the full richness of the English language. For example, the words seized or even captured, quite accurately, convey the essence of the raid on Caracas and at the same time do not cast a shadow on our partners in transatlantic solidarity. Such is the heavy legacy of the renowned BBC propagandist George Orwell. Here it is, doublethink, and here it is, true newspeak. However, the hypocritical silencing of the guilt of ideological friends and the exaggeration of the supposed sins of political enemies is a favorite tactic in the political practice not only of the UK and the US. This approach is quite typical and characteristic of virtually all the so-called civilized countries of Western Europe.